Hello everybody, Curious Corduroy here, and today I have the second part of the Resident Evil 6 demo. This part is going to be Chris, so as you can see you can either play as Chris or his partner Pierre. In terms of the actual story of Resident Evil, I'm not quite sure what happened to Sheva. I do kind of hope they do go, in depth a little bit more with Chris's background, just to kind of see what happened between Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6. But the biggest thing I wanted to talk about was something I didn't talk about in Leon's portion of the demo. And actually, now that I think about it, throughout the whole entire demo for everybody, there's a lot of screen tearing. But besides the screen tearing, I just wanted to mention that the camera was probably my least favorite part of the game so far. I mean, understandably it is a demo, but the camera itself is just so close to the character. As you can see right now, Chris is literally taking up half of the screen. And it wasn't just like that for Chris, it's like that for Leon and Jake as well. But I think it's even more frustrating with Chris, considering his segments of the game are going to be much more action-packed. And especially on this map right here, you're on a rooftop, so everything's pretty crowded together. So it can be kind of difficult to aim. And it's very frustrating. It makes the game itself very frustrating. Aiming is difficult and moving is quite difficult. But thankfully, I believe it was this week, Capcom did announce that they are going to be fixing a lot of problems that people were having with the demo, which is a great sign. It's nice to know that Capcom is listening. And I really hope they don't try to, nickel and dime people with Resident Evil 6 the way they have been doing these past few years with some of their games, especially with the DLC, being locked on the disc. I've done a commentary with Impulse about that previously, if you guys want to check that out. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to see it. But they are going to fix the camera, which I'm super happy about. If I can find a picture of it, because I did find a picture online of what the game is going to look like now in terms of the camera, I'm going to go ahead and post it on here. So somewhere in between this video you'll see the photo of the fixed camera angle, which is much nicer. Not only did they fix the camera angle, you're going to be able to choose from different camera angles as well, which I think is very, very exciting. And I sound really out of breath right now. I just ran up my stairs to go grab my headphones. So I sound like a really old man who just ran a marathon. And I'm speaking like 50 miles a minute. But other than that, yeah, the camera was probably the biggest problem. Thankfully, they are fixing it, as well as the screen tearing. You will see a lot of screen tearing, not only in Chris's portion, but Leon's and Jake's as well. I thought maybe that was just my demo. Maybe it was just screwing up, but it looks like there was a lot of other people with screen tearing issues. Now, in terms of Chris's portion of the demo, his campaign is going to be much more action-packed, and I think it's going to be very similar to Resident Evil 5. So there's probably going to be a lot less horror. You're dealing with different enemies compared to what Leon and Jake are going to be facing. And it's as you can tell, just by the gameplay, it's much more action-packed. Chris has, an assault rifle he's equipped with. He's got a pistol. He's got his grenades. Very much like Resident Evil 5. Although he's not as big and muscular, I will say. He's cut back on the roids just a little bit. But his is definitely going to have a lot more action, much more action emphasis. And as you can see right there, that's another really cool mechanic. When you get knocked on your back, you still have the ability to shoot the enemy, which is nice. So you're not completely helpless. They still give you some kind of ability. But as you can see right there, the camera is very, very, very close. So, but I am glad they fixed the camera. I hope they do tweak the controls a little bit as well. And right there, as you can see, I was doing what they call like a quick shot. If you hold down the left and right triggers, it kind of lets you do a really nice quick shot on your enemies, which is pretty cool. And right here was actually the only part of the demo where I felt very comfortable with the camera itself, because it did zoom out quite a ways. So I'm hoping that that's one of the features that they did add for the different camera angles, was the ability to zoom it out that far. I think it makes it a lot more fun. It's a lot more easier to see what exactly is around you. Because a lot of times when you're aiming at a zombie, you could probably see it really well in the Leon video that I did. If there's a zombie right in front of you and there's a zombie or two to your left, Leon's pretty much going to block both of them, so you're not going to be able to see them coming, which means you're going to get attacked, and you're probably going to have some frustrating moments in the game. But other than that, there's not really too much else to say about Chris's campaign. And right here, I was trying to do some cool melee moves on this guy, but instead Chris just decided that he wanted to kick the guy in the shin, So eventually right there, I kick him to death, which I thought was pretty cool. Right there, I tried to shoot dodge, but it didn't work so well. So, you know, the melee saved my life right here. But I really did enjoy the weapons that Chris was able to use. They felt very responsive. As you can see right there, you can, you know, time your shots, or you can just kind of spam the shots if you guys want. But another addition that I don't believe I mentioned in the last video that they have to the game are health tablets. So on the right side, for both Leon, Chris, and Jake, they have their own different life bars. They have their own setup and user interface as well too, which is really cool. You'll see that throughout all the videos. But you do have health tablets, so if you lose health, you just press the right bumper. I believe it will probably end up being R1 on PlayStation. But you just press that button to use the health tablet, and it restores your health much like an herb, although they do still have herbs and first aid spray, which is really nice. But as you can see right here, it's a pretty big climactic ending to the demo. It's basically just you and Pierre trying to hold out as long as you possibly can until your backup arrives, so that way they can help you defeat some of these enemies. And along the way, you'll see a ton of items that you can pick up, whether it's it's like a wabbit. Whether it's ammo or you know, money. I'm sure you can probably pick up money. I was picking up what looked like skill points, I believe is what they're called. So I'm not quite sure what you can do with them. Maybe upgrade some of the weapons. Maybe some character abilities might be added in. I'm not quite sure yet. But all in all, I am excited. The only bad thing, like I said, was the camera. That was the only thing that really left a bad taste in my mouth about the demo. But seeing that they are fixing it, I have a lot much more hope for this game. I really hope they tweak the controls a little bit as well. But other than that, I am very excited. It's Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. Huge fan. I actually enjoyed Resident Evil 5. I know a lot of people probably didn't like it because it was so action oriented. But I still had fun. You know, it was nice that they brought Chris back. You know, I don't think Chris was back really since Code Veronica. So to have him back in a main role again was pretty cool. And I really did enjoy the game, so I'm super excited for number 6 to come out. The next video you guys will probably see will be Jake's or the Amazing Spider-Man. I'm contemplating which one I want to upload first, but regardless, you are going to see Jake's portion of the demo, and you are going to see the Amazing Spider-Man on this channel. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If I left anything out, it's most likely going to be on Jake's video, so I hope you guys are having fun with the demo. And how are you guys in general? You know, not too many people, you know, watch these videos, but I still enjoy making them. You know, I'm a very creative person. I feel like I got to do something with my time. So to be able to make videos like this and put them on the internet and to hear people's positive feedback is nice. So it's always appreciated. But you know, if you're not going to say anything nice, you're probably going to say it anyway. But other than that, I'm Curious Corduroy, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Get the civvies out of there.
Roger.